EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. He fumbled the football, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. And even 50 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll motion over Flowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's 3rd and 7. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
They put Adams in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Vegas.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Achane. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They send him right out of the slot. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Olave is the motion man. Second down, Jackson. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Jackson up top again. Brought in by Chris Olave. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Pistol formation with Jackson. Down inside the 10.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Jackson now. That's taken in. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw, Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They bring the tight end in motion. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this This pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled. First half continues. This has been quite the drive. 3 points, you kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Jarvarius Ward with the pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Heel drops to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Putting the tight end in motion. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets it.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, like, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
That's taken in by Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's a give to Achane. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. They put Adams in motion. He'll look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
With the score, Raiders 24, Ravens 7.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned.